Today we're going to be inspecting a Nissan 350Z Nismo that my friend Nuflum is going to be bringing over. He just purchased this car about a week ago and he discovered that the car is not in as good condition as it was advertised. So I'm going to be helping him inspect the car, making sure everything's good with it or finding some issues that might need to be addressed. We're going to be using this car as a reference in case you're purchasing a car, you know what to look for to prevent getting scammed. So we're going to begin doing the cosmetic inspection, making sure everything's good. This is not the original paint color and it's cracking, which makes us think that the car's been bondoed or it wasn't prepped properly and the paint is starting to crack. The car's been painted all the way around, and the way you can also tell is by matching it to the color on the inside. You can see this is a little bit more of a cream color, some more dense over here. Then on white cars, it hides it pretty well. Yeah, we did see a little bit of damage right here. It doesn't look like it's been from a collision since it has an aftermarket hood. To get a proper fitment, they probably tapped it down and bent it. I don't think it's a big deal. On the pictures, the hood looks in great condition. The hood looks in great condition right now, but this hood he had to purchase because the one that was in the car, it was a fake description. It wasn't a carbon hood.
It was just bad. Ugly ass hood too.
So far, I'm feeling like it's better to actually go and see the car in person than buying it online, because in online, even though they show you pictures, you see the car, if you buy it from a sketchy place, when the car arrives, it can be completely different than what the pictures show. There's some curb rash on the front wheels that we didn't notice initially.
Don't at me. It wasn't me.
It wasn't him. That's how he came. The brakes didn't make any noise, but you always want to check the brake calipers. These brake pads are getting low. They're around 3 millimeters. I always want to check for that. Check the tread of the tires because it's an added cost that you may not notice at first. You don't want to be buying tires as soon as you get the car. So this tire is from 2019. If the tire is 4 to 5 years old, they need to be replaced. Oh shit, no wonder they're cracking. Look at this. Yeah, these tires are from 2013.
Oh my
So these tires have to be replaced. Definitely a hazard.
Yesterday, bro.
Yesterday, yeah, replaced them yesterday, he's right.
That's crazy.
I want to make sure that the tire brands match all the way around.
Also, yeah, I was about to say that because it has like 4 different brands.
Yeah. The dealer should have taken care of the tires because that's a liability. The tire can literally just pop in. They should have replaced those tires. They didn't. So
Since 2013.
yeah, since 2013. So be wary of some dealers. We're gonna race up the car and see underneath, make sure there aren't any leaks. But I want to go through the engine bay. You want to see the story of all the things you found under the bay?
I was really pissed off because the Nismo strobe bar was gone.
It's gone. It magically disappeared.
Yeah, I found literally this bolt was in here loose, and then this shit just came off because it had no bolt. There's a lot of missing hardware. These were all over the engine, and they took them off and replaced them with anything
bolts
they can find.
It looks like they took every single goodie that they could find and just stripped it and swapped it for regular things. There's a lot of Nismo components that are missing with the car.
Yeah, side skirts.
Side skirts, and that's pretty messed up because it showed in the picture, and once you received the car, it wasn't the same. There's a washer fluid leak. Drag belts do look a little bit old. They have to be replaced. All the cooling hoses have to be replaced. You can see there's a little bit of seepage starting over here. And the way you can tell if the hoses have been replaced or not is the clamps. These clamps that you pinch are going to be the OEM clamps. Usually once the dealer replaces them, they have the screw-ons. So I recommend doing all your hoses, and like we say, might be upgrading the radiator. Power steering fluid needs to be flushed out. The coolant, I did notice that it's not the OEM color. This is a green color. It's supposed to be blue, but once you replace the hoses, you'll put the right color. Reason why you should change your oil too, to make sure you have the proper viscosity that's supposed to be in the engine. Like these are supposed to take the ester oil, or whatever the manufacturer recommends. So the first thing I would do, change the oil. That way you can see if you have the same thing that happened to me. It may have a little bit of glitter in your oil.
Yeah, that would suck.
It doesn't matter if they say that it's been done. I would recommend doing it. The thing that I'm happy for is that it doesn't have any oil leaks. The battery, they have to be replaced also. Cars that are sitting on the lot, they be sitting for so long, the battery just drains, and they usually have to be replaced. When you're buying online, they don't have to see your face, so they feel like it's easier for them to lie to you and tell you that they don't know what happened. But I bet you if they were in person, they'll be shook. There's one more thing that they did over here. They removed the Nismo kick panels right here. And also they try to remove the Nismo badge over here, which makes no sense because you're already paying a lot of money for the car, and they still try to remove shit from the car that you're buying.
And you were saying that it was between the dealership or the people that transported the car, but you guys believe it was mostly the dealership?
Yeah, so the dealer was trying to blame it on the transporting company.
And vice versa.
When you buy a car online, the car is most likely gonna be out of state and it's gonna have to be transported. And when you transport a car, there's so many things that can go wrong. So there was some damage from transporting the car.
There's still white powder on my hand. it goes like, it's so fucked. It's all across the side skirt.
So this is a basic scanner that's just gonna tell you if it has any current codes. It looks like it needs the catalytic code, but like we said, we replaced the battery so it clear all the codes. When we drive it more, we're gonna see if everything is ready, everything should be completed so the car can be smogged and registered. A lot of things can hide under the car. There can be some more damage. There could be leaks that you can't see from the top, and we're gonna go underneath and we're gonna see. There's a leak over here, and it looks to be from the power steering fluid. You can see it's leaking from the bellows of the power steering rack, so it needs a new rack, which is not a big deal, but on some cars it may be a lot of trouble to replace. Look at the exhaust. It's got a special treatment over there. One more discovery that we made is that this car doesn't have catalytic converters at all. We know we're gonna do everything legal. We're gonna buy some cats, make sure this car passes California emissions. But that's gonna be a very expensive repair that the dealer didn't mention, and they said that it was gonna be ready for emissions testing, which it definitely isn't. So this car had a Tomei exhaust initially, and it looks like the dealer hit a lick on a nice exhaust, and they put a no-name exhaust back in the car. They snatched that but at least from checking everything else, everything looks normal. The axles are not leaking, which is great. You have the car looks amazing. Do you think it's smart to buy a car online without you being physically there to see the car based on what you've experienced with this?
No.
You gotta know where to buy from.
Yeah.
You may find a car that you really like, and it looks great on paper, it looks great on pictures. It's not worth taking the risk.
And I fucked up too, because you can literally have inspectors go look at your car.
Yeah.
Call any dealership, they'll charge you $80, they'll go look at the car. So you don't have to deal with shit that I'm dealing with.
So next time if you're buying from a third-party dealer, not a reputable dealer, you want to have somebody inspect the car. Pretty much they're going to be looking through the same things that I just looked through in this car. And without you having to be there, without you worrying about missing something.
It will save you lots of headaches and money.
If you would have paid the $80 to see somebody,
I
to have
probably
somebody,
would have not gone this car. I probably would have had a Silvia right now.
So that's the benefit of buying online. You have access to inventory all across the nation. But if you don't see the car, you don't know what you're getting into. If you're paying this much money for a car, it should be in great condition.
Yeah.
What dealer was this again?
So
should you buy a car online? I don't know. You guys let us know. Yeah, fuck the dealership.
fuck that dealership.